Well, Light, it's all over.
Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Death Note episode 5, guys. Okay, as you can see, I've come back to my kitchen. I missed it too much. Jokes aside, guys, I had some work to do in Belgrade, so I had to return for a few days. So I'm gonna be filming Death Note episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8 here. Episodes 5 and 6 are getting out tomorrow, so I'll have to record in the middle of my, appointments. So now that's the reason I'm kind of dressed up, because this is not my best work, but I don't care. So we're gonna be jumping right into this, but before we do, I need to explain a few things. Like, I've seen comments like, why have you stopped watching and reacting to Death Note? What's going on? Guys, I said this before, you're just not listening to me. Okay, Death Note is only reserved for weekends. That's why I wanted a shorter anime, a lot shorter, like this one, because you guys aren't gonna wait so long for me to finish it. Like, yeah, you are gonna wait as long as it has to, since I'm only giving you 4 episodes a week, because it's only on the weekends, 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Okay, so I'm glad we got that cleared up. If anybody else asks me this one more time, okay, I'm kidding. I see that I've been getting a lot of new people. Guys, welcome to the channel. Everybody's welcome here. If you're not an a-hole, okay, if you are, just leave, please. Just leave. Yeah, that being said, we're gonna be jumping right into this episode 5, Death Note. I rewatched the last few episodes because some of you guys told me that I should keep notes and rewatch the previous ones before I watch the next ones, because there are a lot of details in this show and it makes you think, and you can easily miss something if you're not, because I am watching it like on the weekends only, so I can easily miss something. So I rewatched the previous episode, and what Light did, man. So he discovered that he can actually control people's behavior before they die. So he can make them do things like that guy hijacking a bus. And that's very interesting because in doing so, he found out that Ray Pember, or I think that was his name, he found out the detective's name who was tracing him, who was following him around. So now he's gonna dispose of a guy that we heard in the guy's inner monologue that he actually thinks that this kid is innocent and that he would report back that, it's not him. So, he's kind of digging his own grave if he kills off this person, because that guy L is smart AF. I'm sure he's gonna see, like, okay, so I put this guy on this kid and he dies. Suspicious? Yes, very. So I'm guessing this kid Light should like revisit his plan, maybe. But then again, he doesn't know what we know, that this guy is actually on his side when you look at it from that angle. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect, but we're gonna be jumping right into this. But before we do, if you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment, ring that bell for notifications, guys. Follow me on Instagram, join my Discord server, and let's jump right into this reaction. Let's go. Okay, this song is amazing, the opening. I am sorry, I have to cut it out because of the copyright, obviously, but the scenes on point. And like, I every time I'm just jamming to it before I watch the episode, but I have to cut that out because copyright, okay? But it's so good, and some of you guys told me, yeah, go ahead and watch the opening, man. It's not like Naruto. Like, even Naruto ones aren't always spoilerish, but this one is just, it's okay. And I love how like the symbolism in the god of death giving him an apple, and Light kind of reaching to grab it, because it's awesome. This, even the opening makes you think. So amazing. But let's jump into the reaction, because why not? Okay, the title of the episode is Tactics. Yeah, the hijacker is dead. Light kill him off, man. He killed him off just to get a name.
You there? Yeah? Listen carefully. I came to Japan as part of a secret investigation, so the local police can't find out that
I understand. I promise I won't tell anyone that I met you, and of course, that includes my father.
So you just divulged that information to a stranger willingly? But okay, like he said, I guess he does know who his father is, so I'm assuming he kind of thinks that this kid is good. He can be bad if his dad is a detective, whatnot. And also they bonded over this whole atrocious situation. So yeah, he kind of feels comfortable talking to the kid. I get it.
Please excuse me.
Anyway, I don't want the police to know that I've come into contact with an FBI agent either. If my father ever found out, there's no doubt he'd let Elle know. It's obvious that he doesn't suspect me. And as for the police, I'm sure they'll treat this as just another unfortunate accident.
What? Okay, so he believes, so this FBI agent can be found out that he was here and that he talked to this kid, so he's not gonna tell them, so Light can kill him off with ease. But at the same time, he literally just said it's obvious he doesn't suspect me, so why the hell would you give an L the clue? Why would he kill him off if he doesn't feel threatened by him? That's what I don't understand. Like, his ideology and philosophy is getting more unstable. Like, it's like he wants to kill people even though they're good. Like this guy seems okay to me. Like, he's not a bad guy, he's just doing his job, man. Interesting, so he can kill him without Elle finding out. But then I wouldn't do it with a heart attack.
Hey, welcome back.
What a day.
Ray, what's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? I've never heard you sigh like that.
Yeah. The bus I was on got hijacked, if you can believe it.
Oh, so this is his wife?
Some junkie robbed a bank 2 days ago, and I guess he wanted to try taking on a bus today.
Or girlfriend?
I didn't think this kind of thing happened here.
So you were already riding the bus when the hijacker got on?
Yeah. And in the end, the guy freaked out, jumped off the bus, and got hit by a car.
Did he die?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I couldn't really stick around to see what happened to him.
You know, it's a little hard to believe that was all a coincidence, don't you think?
What do you mean?
Okay, honestly, I got immediately I got a vibe like she's interrogating him, and now she just says it like, you can't believe this is a coincidence, right? Like, what? How do you know that it, like, I would understand coming from this guy, but she's just, what?
Think about it. You got on that bus because you were investigating someone, right? And now you're telling me that this criminal is most likely dead. Doesn't that suggest that you...
That's enough. Look, darling, you and I know you used to be one of the best agents in the FBI, but now you're my fiance now, and we talked about this.
Oh!
You're not an agent anymore, so just leave it alone.
But...
You wouldn't get involved with the Kira case, and you wouldn't do anything dangerous. That's what you promised when we decided you'd come with me so I can meet your parents in Japan. You do remember that, don't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just force of habit. Sorry about that.
No, I should be sorry. Let's forget about it. Anyway, once we have a few kids running around, you'll probably be so busy you'll forget you were ever an agent. Your mind will be occupied with better things, too.
May I notice that her skills and instincts were spot on. Better than this guy's. He actually shut down her theory, and it was the right theory, and she composed that theory based on such limited information. I can't believe this guy didn't think about it. Like, it's a coincidence? I don't think so, man. Like, you know what kind of case you're working on, and anything is possible right now. If the guy is able to kill without even being in a room, you know? So...
More importantly, tell me how I can convince your dad I'm worthy of his daughter. Kira doesn't scare me half as much as he does.
Oh, come on, man. You should honestly listen to her.
Let me guess. You're about to write down the name of that agent, aren't you? The one from the bus.
Not yet. I'm gonna wait 1 week before writing his name.
Okay.
If he dies right after meeting me, I'll only draw attention to myself.
True.
I'll write his name in here once I've given them time to investigate more people with ties to the police. It'll be less obvious that way. In the meantime, I think I'll use some of those inmates I've been keeping alive to play around with Elle a little more.
Interesting. This kid really thought through everything. So he's gonna he's gonna let a week pass so this guy can actually investigate other people as well, so Al wouldn't be able to pinpoint who killed him off, you know? So
Hell. Another victim. This one left what appears to be a suicide note.
Please send it to me.
is he actually gonna communicate with Al?
Gods of Death. El, do you know? Gods of Death. Is he trying to tell us that gods of death exist? Listen, Watari. Tell the police to monitor prison populations closely for the next few days. Kira may use other suicide notes to communicate with us.
Understood.
He's actually trying to create a dialogue with Al. That's low-key dangerous, but at the same time, I kind of get where he's coming from, since he enjoys this back and forth with... I actually think that Light enjoys this game of chess they have going on here. And I'm enjoying it myself, if I may say so. So it's awesome.
This place is crawling with humans. How are you gonna do it here?
Let's just say you're about to see the results of all the research and experiments I've been doing over the last few days.
Experiments?
Yeah. I've been using known criminals who live in this part of town to test out different killing methods, and I've learned a lot about the Death Note. For example, if I write a cause of death and the circumstances leading up to it, I can add a name afterwards and it'll still happen.
What?
Ooh, even I didn't know that one.
Even he didn't know that one?
Right on time.
What's up with this god of death, man?
Mr. Ray Penber,
Wait,
turn around and you're dead. I am Kira.
1 week?
That's right. Don't turn around or put your hands in your pockets. I won't hesitate to kill you here.
This voice. I've heard it somewhere.
But first, I'm gonna prove to you that I'm Kira. That's right, the one sweeping the floor. I'm gonna kill him just for you.
But how? Don't do it.
What is wrong with you, Light?
I'm afraid I had no choice but to kill him. I figured if I didn't kill at least one person, you wouldn't believe me. Although that man has been repeatedly charged with sexual assault, he's managed to avoid conviction every time due to lack of evidence. He was a menace to society. He got what he deserved.
Man, just as I'm about to bash this kid, he's like, oh, this guy is a sex offender. Like, and I just can't say, like, you know, it doesn't make it right that, you know, you have a reason for killing him. But at the same time, if that guy's roaming free and the system isn't working, damn it! Like, so many... Like, you really... You know, you can just talk about it. I'm not condoning Light's behavior whatsoever. This kid is unstable AF. What he's doing is wrong and of course cannot be justified. But yeah, he literally described here that the system, our legal system, isn't working. Because lack of evidence, you go free. You know, and this guy is constantly repeating the same crime. So in situations like this,
Imagine how you'd feel if one of them was killed just because you refused to cooperate. I think you should consider them the real hostages at the moment.
How do you know about her?
You seem surprised. I've been investigating you. And if you don't do exactly as I say, she will die. And so will the rest of your family, including you. And that's a promise.
was that a bluff? Or did he really investigate him? Because as soon as he said, how do you know about her? He had a smirk. He smiled. He's like, oh, you fell right into that one, didn't you? You know? Because they didn't show him trailing him. So, and another thing, did a week pass and he's actually he's gonna kill this guy? And if he is, why does he want to prove to this guy that he's Kira? What kind of a god complex, egomaniac thinking is going on here right now? Like, And the guy, the detective, this Ray, right? As soon as Light spoke, he was like, it can't be this voice. I heard it somewhere. So he's contemplating, where does he know this voice from? And it's, man.
I understand. Just tell me what you need me to do.
I see you've got your laptop with you. I want the files containing the identities of all the FBI agents who came to Japan.
I do have my laptop with me. It's the one I use for work, but I don't have the files you're looking for.
All right, then take this envelope. First, take the transceiver out of the envelope, then put the earpiece in and await my instructions.
I'll be close by at all times, which means I'll be watching your every move. When you get on the train, pick a spot in front of you and don't take your eyes off it. If I see you looking around, I will kill you.
So what I'm getting here is that Light wants him to do something for him before he kills him off, because he did say he's gonna kill him off. And he wants to find out every FBI agent that came to help on the White. He really does he intend to kill off all the FBI agents? What is wrong with this kid? Like, you can't just, well, I guess if he kills enough cops, eventually the ones that are left will be I quit, like those ones that already quit, because this is really becoming dangerous. Like, and this really depicts what would happen if such power got into people's hands, because we are power hungry, okay? This is...
Now, I'm going to ask you something. If I have even the slightest suspicion that you're not being honest, your girlfriend is as good as dead. How many FBI agents are currently in Japan? Speak quietly into the transceiver and don't make it obvious.
I believe it's 4 teams, 3 agents per team for a total of 12.
Okay. Now take the papers out of the envelope.
What?
What is this?
Yeah.
Of those 12 agents you mentioned, I want you to write down the name of your superior, the one who's heading up this investigation, in the space at the very top of the page.
What is the meaning of this? What is he after?
Does he mean L? Is he actually trying to see, do they know his name? Because he needs his name with the face. So he's trying to, or does he mean his dad? Because his dad is one of the top dogs in this investigation, but he already knows that. So I'm assuming he means L. He's trying to figure out, does anybody know anything about this guy?
Let's face it, he hasn't really left me any choice. Besides, it's not like he can kill them using just their names.
Next, take out your laptop and turn it on.
Any minute now, your boss is going to send you a message with a file attachment. It contains the names and photos of all the FBI agents currently active in Japan.
But this is...
Now, one by one, you're going to look at each photo and then write that agent's name in the space provided. You're going to do this for each agent. When you are absolutely certain that nobody will notice you leaving without the envelope, you can get off the train.
I know that voice. Why on earth can't I remember who it belongs
He
to?
can't pinpoint. Yeah, honestly, if a week has passed, I'd have trouble pinpointing the name as well. Like the voice to the face. Man, this is just... And he's...
Kira, who are you?
He killed him off? Why? Why did he do all of this just to...
Like Yagami.
Farewell, Ray Penber.
He actually killed him off, and in the last possible second showed him who killed him. This is a god complex, man. 101. Like, what? He actually, that scene was dope, man. He was like fighting for his life, and as he turned around, Light was just standing above him, like, farewell. Like,
Ray Penber wrote all of those names on pages taken from the Death Note. Ironic. Without even realizing it, he was actually signing a death warrant for all of his colleagues. As for Penber's boss, he died of a heart attack after sending all of his agents a file. And the other 11 investigators? They all died of heart attacks after receiving the same
Why?
file.
the human production Death Note can recognize the image and voice of original owner, a god of death, even the human is not owner. Whoa. Okay, this is a new. I didn't know this rule. But why would he make him write the names and not do it himself? He had the information, and everybody who received that also died of a heart attack. Man, else gonna figure this out. But I guess he can't pinpoint that it was Light's doing, because he probably waited a certain period of time before doing this. He actually killed that guy. He could have done all of this without hurting an innocent guy who's doing his job, man. This kid is out of control. That's what I've been saying. This is the person in possession of Death Note led by God, the Death original owner until the okay.
L, you have a call from the director of the FBI.
I've got a report in front of me right now stating that
All of our agents in Japan are dead.
all 12 died of heart attacks.
That's
I
just
can only assume that Kira is behind this. Look, I'm sorry, but it's already decided. We're calling off our investigation.
exactly, and I knew that's what Light wanted, because if everybody gets scared, there's nobody left to chase him and be his obstacle, so he can just roam free and do whatever he wants like a true god. And ain't that that's dangerous.
I have Chief Yagami on the line. L, I just got off the phone with the director of the FBI. According to him, it seems that you arranged for the FBI to come to Japan and investigate everyone here associated with the task force.
Yes, I did.
So how do you explain this? Are we now
So he-
suspects in our own investigation?
I thought
And now it's all unraveling like Light predicted. Like these guys, the detectives here, are gonna turn on L because who are you to investigate us? We don't even know who you are, and then they're gonna try and investigate him, and then Light Yagami is gonna be able to access that through his dad's documents and eventually find out. This is all going according to Light's plan, man. This L guy needs to pick up the pace, because
that it
damn.
was necessary to uncover Kira's identity.
I cannot accept that. I find it unbelievable that you would spy on us.
The very people working with you on this case.
Hear that? Well, I knew all along we couldn't trust that guy.
More importantly, Kira killed those FBI agents, didn't he?
It's obvious he'll kill anyone who gets in his way.
Yeah, the fear is setting in.
We have another victim. A note was found at the scene.
L,
Again?
do you know Gods of Death love apples?
Damn you, Kira.
He's actually mocking him while doing all of this. Damn, and this guy's starting to feel the pressure, and we're getting more and more of how he looks. He looks young, man. And L, do you know that Gods of Death like apples? Come on, man! And we saw that he really did dig those apples, man. He was like, oh, apples are the only thing that makes coming to Earth worth it. I mean, I like apples too. An apple away makes the dentist go away. But that's dope, man. But he's giving Al a lot.
He's dead. He's dead.
Oh, man, that's
No,
right.
He was murdered by Kira.
Oh, the way she...
So what's with the family meeting, Dad?
I figured you're going to find out sooner or later, so I might as well tell you now. I don't want you to be alarmed. I'm sure you've heard of this Kira investigation. Well, I'm currently in charge of it.
What? Are you serious? That's totally awesome, Dad. You're the best cop ever.
That's not quite the point I'm trying to make.
Oh?
Okay.
You see, the truth is, the FBI sent 12 of their agents to Japan to assist us in finding Kira, and all of them died yesterday.
Does that mean
He's
they were
worried
all
about
killed
his
by Kira?
family.
What?
What I'm saying is there's a chance that Kira will actually try to kill anyone who comes after him. His crimes
Yep.
are ruthless and more frightening than anything we've seen.
He's putting his family at risk and in danger just by being involved in this investigation. And man, Light is a psychopath. He's just sitting right in front of his broken-hearted dad, who's like telling them like we're all in danger. He's in fear, and he's like, oh, does that mean that this guy Kira killed all these people? Like, what kind of a sociopath do you need to be? Damn.
Many detectives have already quit.
Dad, you should quit too. I don't want you to die. What if he gets you?
That's right. Your life is so much more important than some job.
I can't. I could never forgive myself if I walked away from this. I will not sit back and let evil triumph.
He's prideful.
But, Dad, you...
Notice that he called Light evil. Do you remember when Al did that? Light lost it. And here, this is actually his dad saying that his son is evil without even realizing it. There it is.
I think it's honorable of you, Dad. I'm proud to be able to call you my father. And if anything should ever happen to you, I'm going to find Kira and make sure he gets executed.
Okay, this kid is a manipulator. He's just...
We now know that Kira doesn't just target criminals. He'll kill anyone who opposes him. It's quite possible that we may all be killed by Kira. If anyone wants to leave this investigation, now is the time. That is all.
But I don't really remember any of the other passengers.
I see. Well, thanks for talking with me anyway.
Man, I knew it as soon as I saw that tear. She's gonna, and we saw that her instincts were like better than her husband's. So, and she was an FBI agent, as he said it, a good one in her field. So she's gonna take over the case of her husband's death. And she already went to the driver trying to depict who was he investigating. And I have no doubt in my mind she's gonna go to the detectives and Al and ask who was he tracing that day. Because she's the only one that guy told what happened, where it happened, you know? This is gonna come back and bite Light in the ass, man. Just watch. Because I am sensing this chick. She's smart. She seemed capable. Like, even though when that guy came into the apartment, started talking to her, she right away like depicted that, oh, well, don't you think it's strange to consider this as a coincidence? She was she was precise. She saw it right away that something was smelling. Okay, so I'm expecting.
I appreciate it.
Yep, she's gonna.
It's a bit of a long shot, but if what I'm thinking is right, Kira could have been one of the passengers on the bus that day. And if that is the case, then I know that he's close enough to use this bus route.
She took that from that as well. Oh, she's gonna off. If she joins L?
5 men, huh? Well, 6, including myself. Still, I'm grateful to see that there are as many as 5 of you willing to risk your lives to face evil.
But honestly, what reason do we have to trust him?
Look, Al. All of us have agreed to put our lives at risk to bring Kira to justice. So I hope you understand what this means. We're really sticking our necks out here.
But you never have to show your face.
True.
You just give the orders. I don't see how you can expect us to work alongside you under those conditions.
And this is exactly what Light predicted will happen. Because only 5 people chose to stay. And even these 5 people don't trust Al because they never saw him. They know nothing about him. So this is...
Why is he seeking our help now? There's only 6 of us. He solved all these difficult cases by himself in the past.
Bro, he needs you because this is supernatural. It's nothing like any other case he's been working on. Because by that note that Light sent him, we could deduce that he never heard of Gods of Death. I honestly thought that this kid L is gonna have some knowledge about it. And figure out right away, like maybe he had an experience of sorts like that before, but no, he was like, does he want to tell us that Gods of Death exist? Because so that means he doesn't know anything about it. So this is out of his league as well.
But what makes this one so different? The way El's been conducting things so far, odds are he's going to send a stand-in or a proxy of some kind to meet us instead of coming himself. It's not like we'd ever know.
That's true.
A proxy, huh? Well, it is possible.
I believe El. I think we can trust him. And besides, I don't really see how we can solve this case without his help. I agree. He's been waiting for this to happen all along. Why would he do something like that? There were a number of people on the task force who distrusted El before this investigation began. And once we got started, we had detectives resigning left and right.
Are you telling me that he, what Light wanted actually worked in L's favor, so he let it happen?
Following that, classified information was leaked. So I'm not surprised that he didn't trust us.
In other words, he was waiting for the task force to get narrowed down to only those investigators he could trust. And to do that, he needed to weed out anyone who wasn't totally committed.
If we're working with that guy, I'm leaving the task
Okay,
force.
that's one more
You don't have
down.
to worry.
I won't try to follow you. I'm not interested in finding Elle.
So he's actually gonna meet them? Why is he barefooted?
Kira, it seems we're getting closer to each other in equal steps. It's only a matter of time before we collide. That's what I'm counting on.
So he has a plan.
I've been quite active over these last few days. Think carefully. Was there anything I missed? And what comes next? There are endless possibilities. The real battle
That's what
is
I'm
only
thinking.
just beginning.
It's unlocked. Please, let yourselves in.
To be continued? Really? Okay, so obviously Al is still in the game because he has a plan that he is not sharing with us, but he has something in motion, something in mind, and him meeting these detectives is actually a part of his plan, because he said he's gonna be staying in this hotel and he's gonna be switching hotels like every day or every other day. So I'm assuming he's hoping that Light is gonna follow these detectives and get to him, and you know, that's how Al is gonna find out who he is. And by like, it's very interesting because he's deciding to show his face. He just said that he's gonna make his first public appearance as Al. So that's interesting because Al is not his name, right? So as long as nobody can find out about what his true name is, Light can't kill him, even if he's out of the shadows. But if he finds so much as a clue who Kira is, aka Light, it's over for Light, okay? Because he can't run and hide. He's like hiding in plain sight at the moment. But if they find out who he is, that's GG, man. Good game. Like, you're gone. You're gone. So that's interesting. Like, Al is trying to checkmate him without Light even knowing what's gonna happen. And that girl, the wife, the fiance of the fallen detective that Light killed off, she devised that in that bus, Kira might have been present. And that's why it all happened. And I said so, like, if you kill off that guy, even he even knew that this guy wasn't suspecting him. So why would you do that to yourself? You only made yourself a suspect. Not in Al's eyes, but another detective, his fiance, ex-detective, which we saw was on par, even better than her husband. What's keeping her from going to Al and saying what she knows, and then them together devise and conclude that you are indeed Kira? So this is all very interesting. And this also tells me that Light did not know that that guy Ray had a fiance. He was bluffing. When he said, how do you know about her? He was bluffing because he would have known that she was also an FBI agent. So he would be able to surmise from that it's too risky to kill him off because it's gonna trigger her. And like he said, he's trying to think ahead of a game. Like, I've been active a lot lately. So did I miss something? The game is just beginning. What is next? And I love how they're just like keeping the suspense and keeping me on my toes. I love it. I love this show, guys. This show is really like, the fact that you guys recommended me this, like, even if you didn't have me in your mind whatsoever while you were recommending this, like, if you like this kind of genre, you're the man in my book, or girl, I don't discriminate. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I'm gonna have another episode up in the evening, I hope, if YouTube doesn't give me any trouble. But so far, so good, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reaction because I really enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.